Hello today, everybody. Today, I've decided to do my very first playthrough of a video game for YouTube. And what a better game to do than a fan favorite that was released all the way before time even began. The very first 3D game of its kind. And still a fan favorite to this day. And a fan favorite of mine. Today, I'm going to be playing one of the best games, in my opinion. And that game is Fallout 3. So, we're going to dive right into it. I've already beaten the game. Of course, it's one of my favorites. But you know what? I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm not going to ruin anything. In case of those who've never even played Fallout 3 before, or even seen it or anything. I want to make the experience enjoyable for everybody. And I'll try to catch myself to not spoil anything of the game, but, you know what? We're going to hop right into it. I was playing a little bit on this computer right here, just to kind of get me back into the groove, make me feel a little bit of the controls, but, we're going to hop right into it. But, Fallout, actually, I've only really ever gotten into it, this year. When I was younger, I used to be just all straightforward Call of Duty fanboy, everything. And so that's all I would really play was just Call of Duty, just straightforward, would spend, the $200 or $150 or whatever on each and every collector's edition, because I was just Call of Duty fanboy everything. And well, that all shortly changed with the release of Ghosts. That pretty much brought my hype down with Call of Duty altogether, and allowed me to explore my options within video games, and realize that there's way more than just the famous Call of Duty first-person shooter, and that I could play way more than just that first-person shooter. And so, one of the very first games I decided to give it a shot for was, Fallout. My older brother is really into the series, really likes Fallout 3 and New Vegas. I'm not sure if he's played any, like, the other ones, like 1 or 2 or Tactics. I haven't, personally. This one's actually the only one I've ever beaten. And, kind of working on New Vegas, sort of trying to get into the mood of it, but it's whatever. But, this has been a pretty big fan favorite of mine, and well, I want to play it and show it off to everybody, essentially. And so, actually, I just got, my, Fallout Anthology in the mail. The nuke is actually pretty decent size. It's, they don't mess around, for sure. It was a pretty decent package.
War never changes. Since the dawn of humankind, when our ancestors first discovered the killing power of rock and bone, blood has been spilled in the name of everything from God to justice to simple psychotic rage. In the year 2077, after millennia of armed conflict, the destructive nature of man could sustain itself no longer. The world was plunged into an abyss of nuclear fire and radiation. But it was not, as some had predicted, the end of the world. Instead, the apocalypse was simply the prologue to another bloody chapter of human history. For man had succeeded in destroying the world. But war never changes. In the early days, thousands were spared the horrors of the Holocaust by taking refuge in enormous underground shelters known as vaults. But when they emerged, they had only the hell of the wastes to greet them. All except those in Vault 101. For on that fateful day, when fire rained from the sky, the giant steel door of Vault 101 slid closed and never reopened. It was here you were born. It is here you will die. Because in Vault 101, no one ever enters, and no one ever leaves.
Ooh, spooky. But, anyway, I figured I'd stay a little bit quiet for that little introduction. Because, I think that's a cool introduction to the game, and I really like that guy's voice. I don't know, he just has a really cool sort of feel to it, I guess.
Let's see. Are you a boy or a girl?
Let's see, am I a boy or a girl? Pretty sure I'm a boy. At least I hope.
It's a boy. A boy. We've got a son, Catherine.
We've got a son, Catherine, as Liam Neeson says. That's another thing, too. Liam Neeson is your dad in Fallout. Although most Fallout fans already know that. You know, in case you're new to the series, something kind of cool. Could be like a whole new movie of Taken. Just Fallout version.
Look at
You
you.
know, now thinking about that, I kind of want that to happen now.
Daddy. You're going to need a name, aren't you?
We are going to need a name. And you know what?
Think about
I'm going to enter in my name. Bam.
That's a good name, don't you think?
It is a good name, Mr. Liam Neeson. Or I guess it would be Dad, rather, but,
Let's see what you'll look like when you're all grown up.
yeah. So, when I'm all grown up, I'm not going to mess too much with this. I am Caucasian, I can tell you that. But, let me just see through these presets here, see if there's... because nobody wants to watch this. This is... You know what? I'll just go with that. I do want this to be my character.
You're going to look a lot like your dad. See that, Catherine?
Oh, oh, very strapping.
It's a big world out there, son. Full of all sorts of people. What about you? What kind of person are you going to be? You're just
James?
a... Catherine?
James,
Catherine! She's in cardiac arrest. Start compression. Get the baby out of here. Move! Move!
Uh-oh, cardiac arrest. I'm getting handled out of here.
Hang on, Catherine.
Uh-oh, big flame flash. Rip mobile users in the middle of the night. A whole year later. This game's going to skip through a lot of the years at the very beginning here. Kind of play around a little bit.
This place will feel just like home. Come on over here, son. Come on. Walk to Daddy. There you go.
Look how handsome my dad is.
Goodness, just a year old and already walking like a pro. Your mother would have been so proud.
I can't see my feet.
I know you don't like it when Daddy leaves you alone, but I need you to take care of yourself for a minute. You just stay here while Daddy runs.
That was the most realistic gate push I've ever seen.
I'll be back in a bit.
If I remember right, I think it's Z. Yeah. Push Z to pick up items. Look at the year special book. So right here, year special. I already basically know what each of these stats do. Oh boy. So, the really cheap way of getting through the game is putting your intelligence at 9 at the very beginning. You start to get a lot more skill points for your skills, making you a lot better person at the start of the game and that kind of sort of thing. I'm going to increase one more skill in Charisma just to get my speech and barter skills up. Just to be able to convince people early on in the game to kind of work a little bit more better for me. And also get better prices for bartering. You know, just there's some nice early tips. But then again, I've only ever beat this game once, but I've played it pretty frequently, and I have a pretty good idea from it. You know, I'm definitely not no expert. I'm sure somebody just heard me say that whole thing and, you know, like, yo, you're so wrong.
You are quite the little explorer, aren't you?
But you know what? This is my game, my rules. I don't see you doing nothing about it.
I want to show you something.
Oh, yeah.
See that?
Show me
It's
something.
your mother's favorite passage. It's from the Bible. Revelation 21:6. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain.
You know, I've kind of been thinking about it. You get your Pip-Boy at the age of 10. Like, obviously you're still going to continue growing after 10. And imagine your arm would be kind of getting bigger too. Like, do they give you a bigger Pip-Boy as you get older, or is it adjustable, or... Oh, white flash again. Rip mobile users in the middle of the night. A whole 9 years! Like I said, the game skips around quite a bit at the very beginning, but you know what? That's okay.
Stanley, you turned the lights on too fast. You blinded the poor kid. Happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday. America lives on in you. Seek the sunshine of friendship.
Happy birthday, pal.
Thanks, Dad.
I can't believe you're already 10. I'm so proud of you.
Do I have to look at you? Nah, I'm just kidding. You're handsome.
I don't have to tell you how special this day is, do I? Down here in Vault 101, when you turn 10, well, you're ready to take on your first official Vault responsibilities.
Tell me more, Mr. Overseer. Hey, a Pip-Boy.
Sent to you your very own Pip-Boy 3000. Get used to it.
Get
You'll
used
be
to it,
getting your
haha.
first work assignment tomorrow.
Well, aren't you funny, Mr. Overseer?
Only 10 once, so have fun.
I will try to have fun. Vault 101 PA signal found. So there I am, Mr. Level 1. Okay, it's just music. Okay.
Man, you got a Pip-Boy. I wish I was 10.
I bet you did.
Happy birthday! Your dad was
Yeah, there's a
afraid
free-
you were onto us, but I told him not to worry.
I'm gonna go ahead and let the characters read the dialogue here a little bit, because I don't know how fast you guys are able to read, and plus people read at different speeds, and so I'm gonna let them kind of say out their thing. Most characters I already know what they're gonna say, so it might be a little annoying for me, but you know what? It's not about me. It's about you guys. Great party.
You're welcome. But really, your dad did most of it. I just help with the decorations and stuff. Hey, I bet you can't guess what I got you for your birthday. Go on, guess.
I really have no idea.
I knew I'd surprise you. Who's your favorite birthday?
You always want to pick this dialogue
That's right,
option
Ron.
first.
Issue 14, and with no missing pages. I found this in a box of my father's old things. Believe it or not. Imagine him reading comic books. I guess everybody was 10 once. Well, I better let you get back to mingling with your guests. We'll talk later, okay? Happy birthday.
Are you having a nice time?
So, when you do that, and you get this book, what you can do is you can actually read it right now, and you can increase one skill point with an unarmed, but I'm going to keep that right now. Old Lady Palmer.
10 years old. My. Seems like only yesterday that your daddy came. Goodness, listen to me ramble. You're waiting for your present, aren't you?
Yes, I am. You little old piece of rag. Just kidding, you can't even hear what I'm saying in real life. Yes, ma'am.
Such a nice, polite young man you are.
Thank you.
Don't ever lose your gift to speaking your mind so directly. We could use more of that down here. Here you go. A nice sweet roll that I baked.
Where
for
is she
you
even
just
keeping
this
this
morning.
sweet roll? Like,
And it's all
is she holding it
for you.
underneath her
You're
suit,
the
or...
birthday boy. No sharing required today.
You know, I don't get this game. Hey, now we got a sweet roll. And ruining the cake.
3,000 A models? What a piece of junk. I think you have to wind it up.
Daddy, I told you not to act all official. I know you were joking, but I'm not sure anyone else did.
Nonsense. People always enjoy my little...
How you
Like
doing,
that Pip-Boy,
Stanley?
son? Fit all right and everything? As a matter of fact, I did. I'm glad you like it. Some may think the A series is a bit basic, but I've always preferred them for their reliability. Don't mention it. Oh, yes, I almost forgot. Happy birthday.
A baseball cap? I can put that on right now. Woo! I'm out of control.
How's it going?
I'm hungry, and that stupid robot destroyed the cake. Give me
What's
that
what?
sweet roll you got.
Whoa.
Mrs. Palmer said I didn't have to share. Who's talking about sharing, moron? Now, are you gonna give me that sweet roll, or am
Ooh, you better watch it, Butch. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Don't you talk about my mom, you little punk.
Ooh.
Supposed to be a party, you know? Huh?
Hide me, black kid. Hide me.
What do you think you're doing? Leave him alone.
Butch, I don't think his puny arm is strong
You all
enough
right,
to
son?
lift that pit.
Thanks, Officer Gomez.
You were busy
always
with the
have
water
good ideas.
purifier. Everything
At least they could have tied this balloon.
The
Oh,
Mac
sure,
works
nothing to worry about. Me
super
and Andy
cool,
got
right?
I hope you appreciate the effort Amata put into this party. She really seems to like you, for some reason.
See, I hate talking to the Overseer right now because both of these options kind of have like a dickish ending to them. Like, you know, of course she likes me. I'm a really charming guy. It's like, now I'm just making it seem like I'm bragging about myself. And then he's like, oh, if you keep thinking that, I'm gonna kill you, or something like that. And then this next one, she did a great job, but couldn't you have helped out a bit more? And it's like, it makes him feel like that this party isn't good enough. I'm gonna go with that option, though.
I do not allow the fact that Amata is my daughter to compromise my position as overseer. I gave her all the appropriate paternal encouragement, of course, but I could not contribute extra vault resources. That is simply what my position requires. No more, no less. I know Amata understands that perfectly well.
All fixed up again last night. Good, isn't it?
Who's the head of the gang? You're me.
Well, that second option's definitely a lot better to
Send him right
pick.
down.
Anyway,
Hey, that was Jonas on the intercom. He and I have been cooking up a little surprise present. Jonas is waiting for you downstairs on the reactor level. Go ahead. I don't think anyone will mind if you slip out for a few minutes.
I'm glad you could make it.
And oh no.
Happy birthday, dearie. My goodness. They sure did. My. 10 years old already? Why, I can remember helping your dad change your diapers. And now look at you, a great big grown-up 10-year-old. Since this was such a special occasion, do you know what I did? I wrote you a poem, just for you. Of course. Run along now, dearie, and have your...
Your party, Mrs. Palmer.
Yeah, birthday poem. As a matter of fact, I don't even remember what it says. The gray walls, impenetrable steel, suffocation, condemnation. Wait a minute. Condemnation? Is that what that says? Well, okay then. That was kind of weird. Dun 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 dun. Head down to the reactor. Dun 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 dun. Wait a minute. Can I use VATS?
What are you doing down here, young man? I thought kids weren't allowed down on the reactor level.
Ooh, Jonas, you being a little punk.
Hey, relax. I was just teasing.
You better be.
Now that you're 10, you don't have to take guff like that from grown-ups anymore. Got it? Hold on one more minute. I think your dad will want to give you the surprise himself.
I hope so. Because it It would make me think that my father would actually care about me, and not just,
you
oh,
ready
okay,
for the surprise?
that surprised me. What kind of
The
surprise?
overseer gave you your Pip-Boy.
Of course he
You're old
did.
enough to do some work.
Of course
So,
I am.
I figure you're old enough for this.
I better be.
Your own BB gun. It's a little old, but it should work perfectly. Jonas found it down here. It was in pretty
How the
good
heck,
shape.
like, how do you find a BB gun? Like, who just sticks a BB gun in a reactor of a vault?
Good
That's
thing
just,
Butch misplaced that switchblade of his. So,
ah,
what do you
God.
think? Want to
Some,
give it a try?
there's some plot holes in this game. I mean, not that the BB gun would be a plot hole, but still.
We sure can't, unless we want the Overseer beating down our door. Jonas and I have found a place, though. Come on.
The other thing, too, is like, if the Overseer's gonna be upset about me having a BB gun, how is it even in the vault in the first place? Like, I'm getting way too in-depth about this BB gun.
Well, what do you think? You can come down here and shoot anytime you want. Couldn't have done it without Jonas's help. You make sure to thank him.
Can I talk to him? Can I actually thank him?
Happy birthday, buddy. Hey, you don't turn 10 every day. Now go on and let me...
Huh. I didn't know you can actually... You know what? Sometimes dialogue just, you know, right over my head. Boom. Boom. Boom.
It's a rat roach. Think you can take care of that with your...
Of course I'm going to be able to take care of it with my BB gun. Oh! Actually, it doesn't even take that much skill, but yeah, oh well. How do its left legs get crippled?
It's one less rat roach to deal with. Let's get a picture together. Capture the moment.
Of course, let's get a picture together.
Picture of me with a big game hunter.
Smile.
The old style camera and flash. RIP mobile users again. We're reading in the middle of the night. Now we're fast forwarding another 6 years. We've been through 16 years within just mere minutes. It's like I'm time traveling.
And the end. As far as I can tell, you're a perfectly healthy 16-year-old boy. So yes, you have to go to class to take your GOAT exam.
Uh-oh, the GOAT exam.
GOAT to take. The Generalized Occupational Aptitude Test. GOAT. Everyone here in the Vault takes it when they're 16. Helps to figure out what sort of a job you'll have here in Vault 101 when you get a bit older. So, pay attention and try not to fall asleep. You know what the Overseer says? We're born in the Vault, we die in the Vault.
Whatever you say, Dad.
Each is tested to determine their abilities, that they may work...
How does he even remember this quote?
Residents. Huh.
How does anybody even remember that quote, besides probably the Overseer himself? Like, yeah.
Take care, son.
And, of course, if you didn't know, bam, right there. You can get your first bobblehead literally right off the bat. And it's a medicine bobblehead, so you can get some pretty higher points than medicine.
Good morning. Hey, 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 sport. It's
Hey,
been
hey.
a while since you stopped in here to see us. It's the big goat day today, right?
Goat, 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 goat.
I'm a little worried. I hope Jonas can take a look at me soon.
Anyway, both of those lockers are empty, but you know what? We've gotten pretty far into it. We're still within the introduction of the game, but you know what? We're going to end it off right here. But thanks, everybody, for watching our, well, I guess my playthrough of Fallout 3 so far. We still have a little bit more of the introduction to be able to tackle, but the introduction could be a little bit long, depending on, you know, what dialogue options and all that ding-dong stuff. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching the very first part of my Fallout playthrough, and that I really hope you guys will continue enjoying this, and hopefully part 2 will be coming right around the corner. Thank you guys for watching.